We're back, and you know what? I had a friend of mine come up to me and say, "Dawn, you have to interview this amazing team." And you're from Canada.
We are, yeah.
And I heard you're not just the triple, quadruple. You're like you're amazing. You have like multi-talented. You do. Tell everybody what you do.
Well, we have a narrative feature in the film festival, and so I wrote, directed, edited, and I also star in it. But I play more than one role as well. So.
Wow, that's amazing. And the title of the movie?
It's called Railed Up and Wrecked.
Okay.
And it's playing tomorrow, Friday at 1 p.m. at the Clearwater Cinema Cafe.
Awesome.
And you also don't have to look at too much of this. You get to see something like this too. This is my sister, Allie Webb. She's
nice
also
to
in
have
the
you
film.
here. Thank you.
She was a producer on it as well, and she was actually. It's a very family. It was a true family affair. We had. It was pretty much our family was the crew, and Allie was one of the main camera operators as well as doing all sorts of other things.
It's wow. And what did you shoot with? What kind of camera did you shoot?
We shot on a Panasonic HVX 200, so we were filming in 720p and then like 24 frames a second to give it a film look. So yeah.
And you edited. You saved a lot of money, and that's the way to go.
Save money, had no money.
I had no money to spend. So
I know.
that was I was editing on Final Cut Pro. So I mean. Basically, all the equipment was professional enough so that we didn't really have to spend money elsewhere.
Awesome. What is your website that they can take a peek at it?
Well, we have a blog set up. It's at railedup.blogspot.com, and then we're on Facebook as well. If you search Railed Up and Wrecked.
And spell that for everybody. They're looking for their pen.
Railed Up and Wrecked. So it's RAILED up and wrecked with a W. WRE.
Perfect.
CKED.
Well, this interview will be up there as well as YouTube and 2 internet shows, and get you some extra publicity on that too.
Fantastic.
Also, how did you start in acting yourself? Did you take any acting lessons, or I mean?
Yeah, we had taken a bunch of acting classes at a studio in Calgary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then from there we just kind of worked off each other and
good for you.
Got to, life experience is probably the best thing that gives you acting skills. So.
Exactly. Here you are in Clearwater Beach at the first annual. How did you feel at our festival here in Clearwater when you got the information that you were selected? What did it say?
Well, it said I thought at first I thought it was a rejection letter, and I saw that it said you're an official selection. I was like, wow, that's pretty sweet. And like the reason we had submitted to this particular film festival was that they value the synergy between directors, writers, and actors, and when they're the same person, they really appreciate that. And I'm like, that's exactly what I should be submitting to because that's exactly what my movie is. So
that's awesome.
So excited to see the release.
Exactly.
Oh my God! And how long did it take you to shoot your movie?
It took 4 months on and off because I play so many different parts. Basically, our schedule was based around my facial hair and my haircut. Okay. So I had to start with long hair and a long beard, and then I cut the beard off, kept the hair long, filmed some more stuff, cut the hair off, grew the beard, and then so on and so forth. So it took about 4 months to film. And then another kind of 6 months of editing and post-production and music and sound and all that stuff.
That's amazing. A lot of my talent, again, write me, and they say, Dawn, that producer or that director you interviewed, do they accept headshots or resumes or clips of their acting, for any future things that you may do? Is it possible that they could send you something if they're in your area?
Well, if you have anybody up in Canada, we always, we don't have a feature on the go right now, but I'm in the writing phase, so within the next year, so yeah.
Okay, and where could they maybe send an email, later on?
Yeah, it's just
6 months a year.
yeah, exactly. Give us a bit of time to write something. Statin Productions at gmail.com.
Okay.
That's STATIN Productions
at gmail.com.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Also, too, we're just about to go. I have some other reporters that are coming in all week, and we want to do more interviews with you, get a lot of press on you, and we're very excited to have you here. And again, the title of your movie?
Railed Up and Wrecked.
That's right.
Tough to remember, but it'll be worth it if you get out to see it.
And tomorrow at 1.
Tomorrow, Friday, 1 p.m., Clearwater Cinema Cafe.
Can I just ask you one more question?
Yes.
What inspired you to write that?
Well, to be honest, I was an actor in Calgary, not a ton of stuff coming through there, and I was like, well, you know what? It's going to be extremely tough for me to get a lead role, so I might as well write one myself. I was a huge movie fan, so I kind of, knew how movies were structured and everything and what I liked about movies.
Right.
So I figured I would write one for myself, and A couple other people in my family too.
Do you know, that is the secret with so many interviews and so many red carpets, you know, and that is really awesome to tell people and give them hope and inspiration, and we really appreciate that. And we wish you so much success. I know I'm getting wrapped up, and we'll be back because we have more interviews, and we'll see you back on camera later on this week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the beach.
We certainly will.
Bye-bye.